Jamie Carragher and Rob Hawthorne.
Well, after they've been through what they've been through this season, you would think that if any club had a... Pulled back by Johnny into an area nobody had occupied until Neves arrived and forces the save. Well, we all know what Neves can do from range, and Schmeichel had to be on his mettle then.
Well, he spoke about Neves.
Back towards Mendy, that one fell a bit short, and Mendy had to stand his ground there. And already picks up a yellow card.
Well, you don't want that from one of your defensive midfield players early on in the game.
Here's Damari Gray. Jimenez. Positive start this by Wolves, and Jota arrives and puts them ahead in the 4th minute. It's a flying start from Wolves, who've savaged Leicester from the off.
Well, Leicester haven't recovered since that poor pass and yellow card. It all comes from that. The great save from Schmeichel, they get a set piece.
Horribly slow start against Southampton, and it cost them dear. And likewise here, but Patricio's given Vardy a chance, and Vardy's still trying to find a way through. And the last thing Wolves need to do is give their opponents encouragement like that.
Well, these early morning kickoffs or early afternoon kickoffs, some players have caffeine tablets. I think some have had sleeping tablets this morning.
Help it back. Martinho, who set up the goal, has given it back to Gray here, who was looking to fire one across to Vardy, and in the end has won a corner. Ben Chilwell. Looking for that direct ball through to Jota again. And a corner again. He's got Johnny up to his right, Jimenez to his left. We had Ndidi coming back at. And Bennett got there and makes it 2-0. Leicester undone from the corner, and Ryan Bennett gets his first of the season.
Number 5, Ryan Bennett.
We had another assist from Martinho, this time from the set piece.
Ricardo. Here's Ricardo. And Barnes gets a strike away. Vardy. Gray. And deflected off Saiss. And again calling into question the footwork of the goalkeeper.
Yes, again, there's still been good moments for Leicester going forward.
Away games, which they'd won. Here's Chilwell. He gets it back from Vardy. And Gray! Forcefully struck, and the goalkeeper does do his job well there.
Exactly what I'm talking about in these first 15 or 16 minutes.
Ndidi in towards Damari Gray. Ricardo makes that his. It's Gray again. And Ricardo. Well, they're racking up the attempts here, Leicester.
Really good ball by Danny Simpson.
Dendoncker!
And of course, a really good ball from Jimenez. You see him here.
And Jota's there again! And Jota's got Johnny making a run to the right, and he looked the other way.
Some good really into play. Should have gone right. He chose the wrong option.
Gray. Found the gap for Danny Simpson. And Schmeichel has to make the save.
We've seen a lot of... certainly one keeper make a lot of saves. Last week with his feet, another...
Just needed a little too much time. Ricardo stepping in. And Dendoncker was hoping it would bounce for him. Maguire. They're looking to do so again here. One cleared by Vardy, but to Neves. And again, Ruben Neves. Long from Cody. Simpson. Production on his first start in the Premier League. Here's Damari Gray. Good run from him, and he's past Saiss. And from the angle, he gets Leicester right back in it at the start of the second half. Gray lifts, Leicester hopes.
See the reaction from the manager. He knows it's an important goal. I was talking about getting one just before half-time. They've got one just after half-time. The role of Jamie Vardy in this goal is absolutely outstanding. Bennett's got to deal with that. He doesn't. Middle. He can combine.
Jamie Vardy and Barnes up here to his left. It's Harvey Barnes from the angle. And he's denied by Rui Patricio.
Well, that's a much better start to the second half of Harvey Barnes than we saw in the first half.
But can this one lead them anywhere? It's Chilwell. It's Barnes! And Leicester are level! And the man who's just come back on loan from the other side of the Black Country with West Brom strikes here against Wolves, and Leicester right back in it. He's got the recovery he needed.
Talk about Leicester not being at the races at the start of the game. The same's happened with Wolves. The Wolves managers like it, I'm sure.
Niagara's ball, which going to take on Bennett, who and Morgan got in front of him, and the referee waves away the approach. Coutinho seeking out Jota, who's got in behind Morgan. Diogo Jota! And Wolves are back in front! Jota second, after a pinpoint direct ball, picked him out.
I just said Neves and Jota, that combination that's nearly created a goal. It has done now, and this is an even better pass from that man Neves.
Schmeichel had it and then loses it, but for Wolves, Vinagre tries to line it up for Jimenez.
And there's Harvey Barnes' goal again, but unfortunately for the...
Gray struck through towards Vardy and Vinagre. From Jota, but he's given it away. Here's Ricardo.
He was on this side.
Grace tried to slot that one through for Vardy. Chilwell, who takes it on, finds Maddison, who's looked to bend one in. In by Chilwell. And Ricardo follows it up, and Maddison's there! And couldn't supply the finishing touch.
Oh, what an opportunity.
Maddison's kick in towards Morgan! They've done it again, and it's their captain who stepped up to the mark, and he goes straight to the dugout.
What a delivery from Maddison. Fantastic.
Jimenez flung himself at it. Doherty appealing, as were the Wolves fans. Leicester bodies were throwing them. He moved to get there. Evans away, but it's Raul Jimenez. It just wouldn't land for him, and Maddison got back.
Oh, this is absolutely fantastic. I don't want this game to end.
If he can get his hat-trick here. Well, he found a gap between the two defenders, and the ball just wouldn't fall for him.
I don't know, he just didn't throw his leg at it. I don't think he was hoping for a push to try and get a penalty.
Through towards Jimenez, and the flag stays down. It's Jota! It's the hat-trick, and Wolves have surely clinched it. Head-in-hands moment for Claude Puel. This is a big one that's gone away from him, but Wolves are ecstatic.
Jota, the match winner, the man of the match. The manager's involved, everyone wants to get involved.
There's the final whistle, and Wolves have won an incredible match, thanks to Diogo Jota scoring more goals in this single game than he had prior to it this season. A hat-trick for Jota that leaves the pressure on Claude Puel in a game from which they had twice come from behind. When Wes Morgan got it back to 3-3, you thought Leicester had got the point, but Jota had other ideas, coming up with his hat-trick goal.